Yo guys, what is going on? It's your boy Lucky Leopard, and today we are going to talk about Wargaming's latest version of Power Creep, the Chrysler K. Well, most of you guys probably already know what this tank is mainly about, also because of the whole Sir Foch thingies that took place about 3 weeks ago. But people are calling this thing overpowered, which is so wrong. And trust me, you know, the Chrysler K is actually one of my most hated tanks in the whole game. But that's not because it's overpowered, because if you take a look at it, it is not even close to being at the same level as the Patriot, the Defender and the Liberté. And why, you may ask? Why is this thing not overpowered? Well, I'm gonna explain that to you in this video. So while explaining this, I'll just roll a very good replay of the Chrysler K into the background, which actually contradicts the whole purpose of the Chrysler K, but I'll get to that in more detail in just a minute. But to get started, why is the Chrysler K not overpowered? Well, if you think about it, what has the Chrysler K? The Chrysler K has ridiculously good armor. That is true. It also has absolutely zero frontal weak spots. And guys, think about it. What will the majority of the World of Tanks players do when they encounter this thing? Yeah, that is right. They will dab their 2 key. And what will happen when they dab their 2 key? Of course, they fire premium rounds. And what will happen when they fire premium rounds? Well, they lose a fuck ton of credits. And what will happen when they lose a fuck ton of credits? Well, they have to compensate for it, of course. And how do you compensate on losing so many credits? That is right, you buy premium tanks and premium account time. This is the concept of the Chrysler K, this is the concept of the Defender, of the Liberté, and of the Patriot. They all have amazing frontal armor, which triggers people to fire premium rounds, which is exactly what Wargaming wants. So guys, these tanks are just business model. But the reason why the Chrysler K is not overpowered and is not even close to being as good as the Defender, the Liberté and the Patriot is because of the one thing, and that is the gun. I mean, take a look at the Chrysler K gun. It is roughly a T-32 gun, which is known on being one of the worst tier 8 heavy tank guns in the game. But on the other hand, if you take a look at the Defender, the Patriot and the Liberté, if you take a look at those guns, they have pretty good accuracy, they have amazing penetration for tier 8 heavy tanks. They also have very good DPM. For example, the Defender has the massive alpha damage, the Patriot is a very good reload, and the Liberté is a bit in the middle of these two. But if you now take a look at the Chrysler K, wait, where's the complete package? Where is the good gun? The gun of the Chrysler K, to start with, the penetration is absolutely horrible. The alpha damage is pretty good though, but hey, if you can't pen shit, the alpha damage isn't gonna do that much as well, right? And then, to top it all off, the accuracy is absolutely shit as well, which makes you unable to aim for weak spots reliably. But why would Wargaming do this, you may ask, huh? Well, I see it in two categories. The Chrysler is more as a new generation of premium tanks, or basically more like a new concept of money making, like the next level. And why is that? Well, take a look at the Defender, the Patriot and the Liberté. Because they have such good guns, that means that they basically rarely have to fire premium rounds in order to do good. Yeah, maybe you might say against some tier 10 heavies like the Mouse, the Type 5 heavy, you have to fire premium rounds. But yeah, basically every freaking tank in the game has to, because these things are just straight up overpowered. But that's not where I'm going. I mean, as I said, the Defender, the Patriot and the Liberté have amazing guns, so they don't need to fire premium rounds all the time. But if you take a look at the Chrysler, that penetration, if you want to do good in a Chrysler in a mediocre matchup, you have to fire premium rounds as well. Which makes the Chrysler K not a one-way business model for Wargaming, no, but a two-way business model for Wargaming. Because people have to fire premium rounds against you to take you out, but on the other hand, you also have to fire premium rounds to your enemies to do good. Which is, hey, double trouble, double points for Wargaming. And that is the main reason why the Chrysler K just is not overpowered. It is just the next generation of business model for Wargaming. And I'm really sure Wargaming knowing, and also knowing the way that they are taking the game right now, you can prepare yourself on seeing a lot more vehicles like the Chrysler K with amazing frontal protection, with no weak spot, and just a very shitty penetrating gun. Just so Wargaming can make 2 times as much money out of it. Right? So that's where it's all about. It's all about the money. Which, as I already said in my Sir Fosh video 3 weeks ago, I don't mind Wargaming making money. I mean, they're a company, sure they want to make money, I respect that. I would do exactly the same. But they are doing it at the cost of the fun factor of their game. If you want to know more about this, I'll leave an annotation on the screen right now to that video. I'll explain it in a bit more detail and also a bit my opinion about the way Wargaming is going right now. But yeah, this is just a very short video for today, basically me explaining why the Chrysler K is not overpowered. So you also have to stop calling it overpowered, because if you think about it, that is exactly what Wargaming wants. Because just imagine a new player, like still a noob, hasn't got money, normal tanks in the game, and the first thing they hear is, "Oh, Wargaming, the Chrysler K is so overpowered, please nerf it, please nerf it, remove it from the game, blah blah blah." Now, just think about it, what would the first reaction be of that new player? Well, I know what his first reaction would be. It would be more like this. "Oh my god, it is so good, the tank is so good, I really need to buy it so I can be as good in the game. Oh my god," and that is exactly what Wargaming wants. Because if you hype it up on the internet of it being overpowered, more and more people start buying it, which will result in more and more two-way business models, as I already explained earlier, into the game for Wargaming, which means more money for Wargaming. So I'm just gonna leave you guys to think about that, what I just said in the past 7 minutes. So I'm sorry about this little different video today, but I just had to get it out, because so many people also on stream and on personal are asking me, "What do you think about the Chrysler K? Is it overpowered?" Well, this is basically my opinion about it in a nutshell. So hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. So if you did, please make sure to smack that like button. And also guys, please stop spreading the fact that the Chrysler K is overpowered. And I know you cannot buy it anymore on the premium shop, but I am very sure that Wargaming will reintroduce it. So if they do, just please do not buy it. Do not buy it. It's not even worth it. If you really want an overpowered premium tank, go for the Defender, go for the Patriot, go for the Liberté. Don't buy this piece of shit. But anyways, that was all for today. So comment down below what's your opinion about the Chrysler K. And yeah, I will see you guys all in my next video. So take care. Peace out.